Thank you, Tynesha, for sharing your story. I know it took a lot of courage for you to be here today and a lot of courage for you to be able to share your story and the things that have happened. As I was listening to you talk, you seemed to have a lot of conflicting emotions about the things that are now occurring. I was listening to you talk as you shared uh, your original intent of pursuing your nursing degree, and that um, things started out really well, but with the return of your children's father to the home, that a lot of things seem to have uh, changed, and um, you're seeing some different behaviors and things that you didn't expect to see, and things have really um, taken maybe a turn for the worse instead of the better as you had originally expected. One theorist describes our life as a dance, and as we intermingle with others in that dance, is that we all take steps in that dance. But sometimes, as others join in the dance, they don't always fall in on the same steps in the groove and in the tune as we maybe are originally on a 1, 2 step. They may come in on a 3 or a 4. I mean, sometimes if we don't all step together, it creates conflict. And this kind of sounds a little bit like what is happening is you and your children were in this dance, and you had a few friends who were supportive, and supportive networks there and with you, and you're all in this dance. And now that he has come into the picture, he doesn't necessarily have the same rhythm and the same step that you all had. And so things have fallen off. And for the children, um, they're still in the dance, but now their dance has moved to an external facet. And so they're being affected off into their school life, with fighting. And it sounds like they're experiencing some frustration, um, because the dance isn't as smooth as it once was. And so you have lost your step as well, because now what was once a Dean's List student has become one who is struggling to function, struggling to finish homework, struggling um, with emotions, and just um, the rhythm seems to have been lost. And so that smooth rhythm that once was a place of stability and balance for you. And it was a place of peace for you and non-conflict. And so we want to talk more about um, the things that have occurred and the dynamics um, that have come about that have brought such a change. How has the presence of Mr. Uh, the children's father um, changed your motivation for nursing school and work? Um, these are some of the things we want to talk about, and what these changes mean for you. And I feel that if we can find that stability that once was and figure out how the changes have occurred, more specifically, what has changed about you in the midst of this, um, because your dance changed and went to the step of the 3, 4, or whoever else's step instead of the step that you were once grooving to. And so we want to talk more about this. And I want you to help me to understand those dynamics, and how they've changed with the dreams and the vision that you once had, that we can uh, hopefully resume your 1, 2 step. And I feel that if we can help you to resolve your own personal conflict with the change in dynamic, that it will filter down to your children as well. Thank you again for sharing. And I look forward to hearing more of what you have to say. throughout our time together.